Alright, let's rewind. Neymar was born in 1992 in a place called Mogi das Cruzes, São Paulo. His family wasn't rich. His dad, Neymar Sr., played some football back in the day, not a superstar, but he became super important in Neymar's life as his manager. His mom? Always supportive, Neymar started a kid, and you can totally see it in his style. Futsal makes your control insane because the ball is always bouncing around a small space. That's why Neymar's touch is like glue. Ball sticks to his feet. He grew up watching legends like Robinho and Ronaldinho, and he mixed their vibes into his own style. By 11 years old, Santos had already signed him. By 17, he was making his pro debut. And this wasn't some average debut. He was skinny, 42 goals in 60 games. 42 goals, bro. That's Messi, Ronaldo territory. And he was still a kid. The hype was insane. Everyone in Brazil was like, this guy is the next Pelé. And speaking of Pelé, Neymar actually led Santos to win the 2011 Copa Libertadores. That's basically the South American Champions League. Santos hadn't won it since the Pelé era. Neymar scored crazy goals in that tournament, including a Puskás Award winner in 2011. He was doing rainbow flicks, humiliating defenders, and making the world notice. Fun fact, in 2011, Pelé said Neymar was already the best player in the world. And remember, Messi and Ronaldo were literally in their peak, scoring 50-plus goals a season. That's how crazy the hype was. Before leaving for Europe, Neymar had 136 goals in 225 matches for Santos. Just let that sink in. By 21, he was already a Santos legend. Also, bro was everywhere. In 2012, Neymar was the most Googled footballer on earth. More than Messi, more than Ronaldo. Why? Because everyone wanted to see this skinny kid with wild hair scoring crazy goals and pulling off FIFA street skills in real life. So in 2013, Neymar finally moved to Europe. Barcelona dropped about 57 million euros for him. Everyone was asking, can this Brazilian wonder boy actually handle Europe? By 2014 to 15, Neymar exploded. That's when MSN was born. Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Hands down the scariest front three ever. From 2014 to 2017, MSN scored like 364 goals together. That's video game numbers. They literally destroyed every defense in Spain and Europe. 2015 was peak Neymar. Barcelona won the treble, La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the Champions League. Neymar scored in the just Messi's sidekick. He was a star in his own right. And, bro, let's talk about the remontada in 2017. PSG beat Barcelona 4-0 in the first leg. Everyone thought Barca was cooked, but in the second leg, Neymar went God mode and then assisted Sergi Roberto for the famous 6-1. Without Neymar, there's no comeback. Period. Messi didn't even dominate that night. Neymar did. By the time he left Barcelona, Neymar had 105 goals and 76 assists in 186 games. That's elite. Haircuts every season, funny celebrations, rainbow flicks mid-game, nutmegs, dancing. He wasn't just about winning, he was about making the game fun. Some people hated it, some loved it, but you couldn't look away. Low-key, if Neymar had stayed at Barca, he probably would have won a Ballon d'Or. But instead, he shocked the world. Then came 2017. Neymar left Barcelona for PSG in a world record €222 million transfer. To this day, it's still the biggest. He wanted to get out of Messi's shadow and be the #1 guy. At PSG, Neymar balled out, 118 goals and 77 assists in 173 games. He won multiple League One titles and carried PSG to their first Champions League final in 2020. He cooked Bayern, Atalanta, Dortmund. He was insane in that run. But here's the problem: injuries. Neymar was constantly getting hacked by defenders. From 2017 to 2022, he missed over 100 games. That's basically 2 full seasons gone. His ankles and feet just couldn't hold up. Every time PSG needed him in February for Champions League knockouts, he'd be sidelined. And of course, the off-field stuff. Neymar loved to party. Carnival in Brazil, he'd be there. Sister's birthday, somehow injured just in time every year. The media went wild, but honestly that's just who he is, a baller and a showman. With Brazil, Colombia's Júnior injured his back. Without him, Brazil got destroyed 7-1 by Germany. Whole country cried. 2016 Olympics in Rio, Neymar scored the winning penalty in the final versus Germany. He dropped to his knees crying. That was redemption. National team record. Neymar became Brazil's second highest scorer ever with 77 goals, only behind Pelé. He passed Romario, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, absolute legends. Neymar didn't win a World Cup and injuries held him back. But his highlights for Brazil? Insane. Ridiculous dribbles, solo goals, crazy passes. And Neymar deals with Nike, then Puma, Fortnite skins, music collabs. Good was Neymar. At his best, Neymar was a top 3 player in the world. Easy. Only Messi and Ronaldo were above him. And even then there were nights when Neymar outshined both. He had over 400 career goals, over 200 assists, Champions League ballers, Vinicius Júnior, Rodrigo, Martinelli. They all grew up trying to play like Neymar. Was he perfect? Nah. Injuries killed him, maybe the lifestyle too. He didn't win a Ballon d'Or or a World Cup, but wasted talent? Nah, no way. Neymar was about joy. He made football look like art. He wasn't just playing to score, he was playing to entertain. He made people smile, made defenders cry, and gave us some of the best highlights of the last 15 years. So yeah, Neymar was insanely good. Maybe not the GOAT, but definitely a legend. Thanks for watching. Here at Thinking About Football, we explore the legends, the tactics, and the moments that make this game unforgettable. If that sounds like your kind of football, hit that subscribe button and stay with us for more stories that go beyond the stats. We'll see you in the next one.